Right then, good morning. We are live. Yes, indeed. Okay, so stretch with a little bit of breath. How we will start today is seated, okay? Now, being seated, be careful when you sit. And we want your legs just out. So not too far out and not close in. Just nice, how you feel nice. This body, this upper body, that spine, you've got a nice curve in the back of it. What I want you to do is accentuate that curve. So you do that by just elevating your upper body, so your abdomen now starts to stretch, shoulders start to retract back, and naturally your hands are going to be wherever they want. So that's the posture that we want. So in this posture, we're going to place our hands on whatever part of your body that the hands go on. So for me, it's my knees, because it's natural. I'm going to just relax my elbows, which then will relax my shoulders. And then from that, we're going to take some breaths, and we're going to go into some box breathing. And we're going to go 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Okay, and we'll do that 4 times. So every time that we do it, every time that you breathe out, just try and feel yourself get rid. So deflate, okay, and just sit but remain with that spine nicely curved at the bottom. So when you're ready, we're going to go in now for 4. And then we're going to hold it for 4. And then we're going to allow the breath to come out for 4 through the mouth. And then we're going to hold the breath for 4. And we're going to take that deep breath in now for 4. Try and get that belly to rise as opposed to the shoulders to rise. Hold the breath for 4. Be present with that breath and then allow that breath to escape for 4. And then hold the breath for 4. And then what we're going to do is take a deep breath in for 4, and we go in now. As we hold the breath, we're going to put our feet together. So we go into the butterfly, holding the breath, and then allowing the breath to escape. As the breath escapes now, you're going to feel that your knees are going to drop closer to the floor, and then we're going to hold the breath for 4. And then one more time, we're going to take a deep breath in for 4. And then hold the breath for 4. And then allow the breath to escape for 4. And hold the breath for 4. Then we just return back to the breath under your control. Straighten one leg out, so my right leg is going to come out, which may look like it's my left leg on the video. And then my left foot is going to place itself on the inside of my right thigh, really flush, really flat. And if it doesn't go, I'm going to kind of force it, but not in an antagonistic way, just going to gently allow it to fit. I'm going to hold the top of my ankle with one hand, and then I'm going to release one of the hands and place it on my left knee, and then I'm going to push the inside of my knee down. So we're going to do that together. Push the inside of your knee down, the one that is now flexed. And as you push, you're going to feel it in your hips, hopefully, adductors. You're going to feel a little bit of pressure on your shoulders, your elbow, your wrist. You might feel some shaking. Those are just your stabilizers being activated, allowing for more power, subtle power, inner power. We're going to hold that. As we hold that now to its bottom position, we're going to take a deep breath in for 5 seconds, and we go in now. We're going to hold the breath for 5. And we're going to allow the air to escape for 7. As the air escapes, we're going to put some pressure back onto that knee, push it down, let the breath out, feel yourself deflate, open up the hips, hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release that knee, and then straighten the leg out. So the bent knee, which was my left, is now straightened out, and I'm now pulling my right foot towards the inside of my left leg, and I'm going to release my hand, the one that is closest to my bent knee, and I'm going to press my right knee down so it's applying pressure. At the same time, my left hand has got hold of the top of my ankle, and it's allowing that stability. Get your words out. And then we're going to take a deep breath in for 5. And then we're going to hold it for 5. And then we're going to let the air go for 7. As we let the air go for 7, through the mouth, just feel yourself deflate and push that knee down so that it opens up even more of the hips. And then we're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to release the knee and we're going to straighten the leg out. So now we've got our legs outstretched close together. And what we're going to do is place our hands wherever your hands go. So if it's the thigh, the knee, the shin, wherever your hands go. Remaining with that body nice and upright with that lower spine naturally, neutrally curved in. And we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, expand the belly, don't allow the shoulders to raise up. And we go in now for 5. And then we're going to hold the breath for 5. And as we let the air go now for 7 through the mouth, we're going to hip hinge a little bit more forward, slide our fingers down our shin as far as they're going to go without sacrificing the upper back. And we're going to hold it in place and we're going to be holding the breath for another 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take a deep breath in that same stretched position. 5 seconds, we go in. We're going to hold the breath for 5. And we're going to let the air go for 7. As we let the air go, we're going to be able to stretch a little bit more further. Fingers going towards the toes. If you can grab your toes, that'll be awesome. If not, it doesn't matter. It's not what it's about. We just hold the breath now for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. And then what we're going to do is elevate our upper body up. As we elevate our upper body up, our hands are going to go beside our hips. As they go beside our hips, we're going to slide our butt forward so that our knees are bent. And then what we're going to do is slowly go down onto our elbows. So we're on our elbows now, and then we're going to lie down on our back. As we lie down on our back, we're going to raise one of the legs up whilst the other one has its foot planted on the floor. Raise one leg up. As you raise the leg up, you're going to reach behind that leg. You're going to lace your fingers. You're going to cup your leg. And then you're going to resettle your shoulders back onto the floor, taking the leg with you, taking a deep breath in through the nose. We're going to go in now for 4 seconds. We're going to hold the breath for 4 seconds. And we're going to let the air go for 7. As we let the air go for 7, we're going to try and get our head right back, shoulders right back, taking the leg with you. Hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to allow the top of the foot, top of the leg to fold, and we're going to put the foot on top of the opposing knee. So for me, my left leg is bent and my left foot is on top of my right thigh. And then I'm going to lace my fingers, bring my right leg up so I can lace my fingers behind the leg, and then I'm going to pull the leg towards me. And this is now going to be opening up my glute, piriformis, hip flexor on my left leg. I'm now pulling my right leg towards me via cupping behind my right thigh, which is now placed on my right hamstring. I'm applying pressure via pulling that leg towards me, thus stretching my left hip, glute, hamstring, hip, piriformis, lower back. And at the same time now that we've settled, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Nice big deep breath. 5 seconds, we go in now. 5. Feel that belly rise. Hold the breath for 5. Feel that stretch opening up, that open tightness. And then let the air go for 7. At the same time, still keep that leg pulled in. Figure 4. And we hold the breath for 5. and then we replace that foot back. So my right foot is going to go back, my left foot is going to come off of my right knee, and my left foot is now planted on the floor. I'm going to raise my right leg right up straight, and then I'm going to reach up, lace my fingers, and then cup my leg, and I'm going to pull my leg back, retract my shoulders back, try to get my back flush to the floor whilst taking the leg with me. And as my shoulders go towards the floor, I'm going to take a deep breath in for 5 seconds. We go in now. 5. And we're going to hold the breath for 5. And we're going to let the air go for 7. At the same time, pull that leg a little bit more further in. 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold the breath for another 5. And just become more present with the breath now. Allow your leg to fold at the knee. And then for me, it's my right foot now placing itself on top of my left thigh, just below my knee. And then my hands are going to reach out to grab my left leg that is now being raised up. And I'm going to pull my left leg towards me, taking my right foot, which is placed on top of my thigh, with it, pulling it, and then it's now exposing my right hip, glute, piriformis, hip, getting a nice deep stretch, inclusive of the lower back. You want to be trying to get your back flush to the floor. Try and get your shoulder blades as far back as they can. Your head can just be relaxed back onto the mat. Just taking a moment now to feel this flow, this sequence of events that has happened to your body, and how well you have fit all of these events together. And now just in such a zone. That zone could be described as stillness. And you have reached stillness by movement. Movement that your body corresponded, movement that your body connected through the instructions of your mind. Just taking a deep breath in now, 5 seconds. Raise that belly up, relax those shoulders, hold the breath for 5. Feel that resolve going all around your body. And you're going to allow that breath to come out for 7. As you allow the breath out to 7, you're going to pull your leg in more. Feel that dissolve. Hold the breath for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then become more present with your breath. Release your leg. So I'm releasing my left leg. My left foot is now flat onto the floor. And my right foot is also now flat to the floor. And what we're going to do now is just use your abs to come up so that you're back on your elbows, and then you're going to come back onto your hands, leaning back, and then your knees are now bent. You're going to get your foot, so my left foot has come onto my right knee, and I'm going to apply pressure to the floor. I'm going to push the floor away. I'm going to raise my butt from the floor, and then I'm going to try and get my right foot flat onto the floor. And what this is stretching is your shoulders, your chest, your clavicle, and your lower back. So you want to get a nice deep pull. Try and go as far as you can without incurring any kind of injury, any warrant for an injury. No niggle, just want a nice deep stretch. And as you're in that stretch, we're just going to give you a dynamic feel, which is rocking, using your hands activated from the wrists. Just rock your body. You'll feel your hips rock. You're going to feel your ankle rock. The top of your foot is going to come away from the floor, and then it's going to replace itself to the floor as you rock, And we're going to be rocking for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to place the butt back on, feel that dissolve, allow the foot, whichever foot that you had on top of the other knee, to relax on the floor. And now you're going to raise the other foot back up onto the opposing knee. And once you're there, you're going to push the ground away. As you push the ground away, you're going to be elevated up, and then you're going to allow your body to tilt forward. And once again, you're going to go into that dynamic type of stretch where the top of the foot releases from the floor and then it replaces back onto the floor, all pivoted from your wrists. So if you have some wrist issues, then just gently put your bum back on and then raise it gently. Try to minimize the amount of uncomfortable that you're feeling to try and get it more comfortable. For another 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to replace back onto the floor. Feet now flat on the floor. We're going to slide our butts, so we're in the seating position again, and we're going to grab the ankles, pull them in, so we're back into the butterfly, Just going to go through another breathing technique where we're going to go in hard 5 times. So we go in hard through the nose, out the mouth, through the nose, out the mouth 5 times. On the 5th time, we're going to go in real deep. And then when you let that 5th breath go, that'll be your count. You've got to count those seconds as far out as it goes. So when you're ready, we're going to go in together. Deep breath in through the nose, we go in now. And then out through the mouth. And then we go in through the nose. And then out through the mouth. Remember, it's all about the belly. Feel the belly rise. We go in 3rd time. And then as the breath comes out, feel the belly fall. Don't allow your shoulders to raise. And we go in for the 4th time. And then we allow the breath to come out. And now you are a breathing pro. We're going to go in for the 5th time. Nice and deep as you can. Deep as you can. All the way to the top. And then you're going to release your breath. And you're going to count your own personal seconds, how long that breath takes to completely escape that body. Breathed in the good, breathing out the bad. And once you've got that breath right at the end, you're just going to be more present with your breath, And we're going to come out of the butterfly pose because we're going to take one foot and we're going to bring the leg back. So go into the 90-90. So you've got your front leg that is now in a 90-degree angle from the hip, knee to the ankle. And then you've got the back leg, which again is on a 90-90. And what we're going to do here is pivot, lean, tilt forward. So we go into the pigeon. And we're going to lean all the way forward. For me, the best way that I'm feeling this movement is grasping my foot, toes, getting a real firm grip of my foot, and then pulling my foot so that my upper body goes down, so that my hip on the right side, piriformis on the right side, glutes are all being stretched simultaneously and feeling quite the awesome stretch. Hopefully you are feeling the same, because you are now experiencing open tightness. As we experience that open tightness, just take a moment and feel all that glory that is running through your body. You are feeling mystic. You are feeling open, mystical, non-judgmental, allowing everything to happen, absorbing, connecting, realizing. Just taking that moment to feel the experience of your body taking on a new role of openness, which is an expression of stillness. We've achieved this by the movements that your mind has correlated to your body. Work together with your body. Taking that moment to really feel that stretch. It might be a good moment now to think of that one word, where you're going to take that word and present it to the world, because that is the way that you're going to behave today to the world. Your greatness, it will find light. Your word will find use. Once you finish this stretch, the most important thing that will happen is that that word will turn into work. So think of that word, believe in that word on how to make your day great. After 5 seconds, we're going to come out of this trance and we're going to swap legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So place your hands on the floor, and then what we're going to do is slide the foot underneath our body, get onto our knees so we're in the tabletop temporarily, slide the opposing leg through the body, and we go into the 90-90. So now you've got the opposing knee just underneath your chin. So for me it's my left leg, even though it might look like my right leg. I'm going to grab hold of my left foot, and then I'm going to hip hinge over to allow my belly to go flat on my inner thigh. I'm going to cup my leg with my arm. I'm going to allow my chest to settle on my inner thigh, top of the knee. And now once again, going into that pigeon stretch, opening up the hip, the piriformis, lower back, glute, and just feeling that wondrous you. What we're going to do here is just take another deep breath in through the nose. The breath will take 5 seconds. We're going to hold the breath for 5, and we're going to allow the breath to go for 7. And then we're going to hold it again for 5. All the time just thinking of that one word, being present with the breath. And we're going to go in now, 5. We're going to hold the breath for 5. And we're going to let the air go for 5, 7. We're going to hold the breath for 5. And we're going to give that one more go. Really feel your body just settle, absorb. We go in again, 5 seconds. Take a deep breath in, feel that belly rise on the inner thigh. Hold the breath for 5. Feel yourself just resolve. Feel that body settle, recompose, reprogram. Take that breath out, get rid of that bad for 7. Just feel yourself sinking back into that leg. Really opening up. Holding the breath for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming out of that trance, getting back present with your breath, rising, raising your upper body, sliding that leg underneath your body, going back to the tabletop. From the tabletop, we're going to slide our hands towards our knee, and then we're going to slide the fingers up our thigh. We're then going to get naturally into the upright position, lower spine nicely curved. Release the hands from the thigh, reverse, semicircle, all the way up to the sky. Reach for the sky, wiggle those fingers, take a deep breath in through the nose. It will be your breath, your count, and then you're going to let the air go. As you let the air go, you're going to allow your arms to come either side of your body, either side of your body. And as they come right down in front of your thigh, you're going to hip hinge so that your hands make contact with the floor. Flat palms on the floor, dig your toes, curl your toes onto the ground, elevate your knees, straighten out your legs, temporarily go into the downward facing dog. Try to get your heels down flat onto the floor, opening up your Achilles, your calf, your hamstring, your glute, and then what you're going to do is walk your hands towards your feet, slide your fingers up the top of your foot, top of your feet, slide the fingers up your shins, over your knees, up your thighs, release the hands away from the body, big semicircle again, deep breath in as your arms raise up all the way to the top, really holding that breath up to the top, thinking of that one word that you've got, wiggle your fingers, and then allow that breath to come out. When that breath comes out, your arms are going to go either side of your body in that dome-like shape, that rainbow-like shape, all the way down, thinking of that one word, allowing your body to settle. Once your hands come right down beside your thigh, relax that mind and feel that open tightness become lightness. I'm going to give you another 5 more seconds. Think of that one word to make your day absolutely great. Hello, hello. Well done, well done, well done.